I guess after, you know, that amount of time, you did need to kind of settle down and start to grow up a little bit, yeah?
Yeah, well, definitely. I mean, like after a while, racing World Cups there, you know, talking 2008, 2009 during the season, that I really started to realise that I need to sort of move on, and then that's when I dedicated myself to building a house and that, and then me and Kathy had been together for quite a while at that stage, so you know, I really wanted to look forward and you know, start a family and do all sort of things, and it was a comforting feeling, you know, just that you could still enjoy yourself without being too crazy and have a regular sort of lifestyle. So I did learn pretty quickly that, you know, you don't have to be always doing things, you know, 2000%, you know, like whether it be, you know, partying or riding or training or that sort of thing. Like things can be sort of mellow, you know, and it's still enjoyable. So
do you think that's sort of a bit of a rut that a lot of athletes get into after, you know, being someone like yourself who's worked through the juniors, been travelling for so long, and then they do have this massive dose of reality when they hit regular life? Yeah,
I mean, it hits you in the face like nothing else. I mean, just realising that your entire lifestyle is going to change and change dramatically is such an eye-opener. I mean, eye-opener, I mean, like you open your eyes, you don't even know what to look at. I mean, all of a sudden, you know, the 9 to 5 sort of thing that you hear about, all of a sudden it's a reality, and then everything just does seem so mundane, you know, and it just seems sort of placid. But after a little while, you kind of get used to it, and you sort of appreciate the calmness of it, and you appreciate just the day-to-day life. And one thing that I needed to realise, I mean, I would still think, oh yeah, you go in the shops, you're going to go to the shops at 120 k's an hour, and you're going to get all the food, and you're going to put it all in the basket, and then you're going to go and you're through the checkout the quickest person if possible. That's it. I'm out of there. But it's not like that, you know. But so I was still in race mode halfway through folding into regular life sort of thing.
You know, give us a rundown. Bookings, cats rock up, and you give them an awesome experience.
Yeah, well, super excited about the camps. I mean, like, it's pretty easy for guys to book in and such. Like, all the information is on the website, which is lower45bikecamps.com. We also have a travel agent, Raylene. Her contact details are on the website. We provide everything. We provide airport pickup, we provide accommodation, we've got all food covered, all lift tickets, also all shuttles. We also do tuition. We run through many different drills on the hill. The trails range from green trails all the way up to double diamond trails, depending on how confident people are. You can bring whatever bike you want, because we're only going to ride the trails that those are capable of, or you have the opportunity to even rent bikes through Pinewood Lodge, which is our accommodation. So if you rock up with a cross-country bike and you feel like you can ride a double diamond, then you can rent one of the downhill bikes. So basically, day one is up on the hill. We basically get an idea of what people's skills are. We also try and progress this a little bit, just taking care of small obstacles. Day two is also on the hill, where we sort of up the ante a little bit and step onto the slightly harder trails, also focus on a little bit more jumping. Day three is when we start to hit the harder trails on the hill, which is still on the chairlift side, but we're really starting to nut out a few things, and definitely those guys that want to race, we're starting to get practice theories down, which is, you know, just using your time wisely and stuff like that. Day four, there's a huge freeride park out there with plenty of different dirt jumps there. There's all sorts of seesaws and wooden obstacles, and big to small jumps, little ones to rhythm sections, everything. We have a full day on that. There's even some really big jumps. Day five, we go out and explore other areas of Queenstown, where we're doing shuttles with Queenstown bike taxis, and we go to many different places during that day. There's also a couple of lunches and such. We also do a lunch at the top of the hill on all those other days. Day six, which is optional, we have a heli bike drop. So we can do, I think, 8 different runs, and they all sort of range in different sort of areas, and you can take any bike on those at all. But that's optional as well. So during the camps, there's also a bit of downtime. So if you want to go and experience anything else in Queenstown, we also get discounts on all those other things in Queenstown as well. So yeah, by then you should be pretty tired. And we also, for the older guys, finish off with a pub crawl too. So it's just, the entire week is packed full of riding, fun, eating, and meeting new people and friends. And yeah, come along. We've already had a few and they've been excellent. So, well, we're definitely looking at a few camps out of Victoria. We're looking at Mount Buller very closely. I think we're actually going to go ahead with something there in the new year perhaps. I'm also just recently talking to guys in Jindabyne, so we're looking to do a little bit of exploration there as well. So hopefully even we'll roll into something here in Queensland, although everything's in the pipeline. So we'll just get some things out of the way. We really want to hear people's feedback. We really want to hear what their interests are. We really want to hear where people want to ride, and then we can sort out getting camps organised. So that's the goal.
Do you reckon we're going to see you hitting up any more of the race scene, or making any, you know, even guest appearances at events or anything like that in Australia?
Yeah, I'll definitely continue to do some of the smaller races, even some of the national rounds. Although the focus is at the moment to get the camps up and running, but you know, I'm a racer through and through, so I'm always going to be there. I'm always going to hear about when the races are on, and then go and just rock up, I suppose. So you never know where I might turn up.
I heard you're finally getting the opportunity to get back on one of your favourite bikes. They used to be pretty successful in the World Cups. What's that? Many
people will be happy to hear that I am getting back on a Santa Cruz as of, I think it's next week. So I'm looking forward to even trying out the new Carbon V10. I never got to ride one of those, so I'm happy to be working with Rob again, and hopefully guys are going to see me on a V10 during the camps and also during the local race season. So that's just sort of new news, but yeah, I'm pretty happy to be back home, it feels like, which is good.
You saw those V10s at one of the earlier stages of the development when you were doing the World Cup, and I mean they're essentially, they are one of the best bikes out there, period, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I started riding the V10 when it was just that big pig of a thing, you know, but the same suspension technology stayed generally the same with the VPP. Really, like a lot of people say, oh, it's too cushy, it's too this and it's too that. I mean, it was only because you had to learn how to ride the bike, you know, like you can't buy a Ferrari and know how to drive it straight away. You need to, you know, you need to learn how to use it, and then once you learn how to use that tool, it is the Ferrari, you know, like it is so versatile, and you can just do anything with it, even dirt jumping. I mean, like people say, oh, you wouldn't jump that with that, but you can, you know, you just have to use a bit of know-how, and even if you come to the camps, I'll be able to show you how to do it. I mean, it's not just one of those things you can just get on and then it's like, oh, I'm riding a bike right now. I mean, you do have to move, and you do have to put your body weight here and you put your body weight there, so you have to, yeah.
Have to go to your camps and
yeah, you have to go to the camp to find out. As far as the 510 thing goes, I mean, I think I was the first guy to even source the old Intense shoes that were made by 510, and then I was the one that called Jeff from Intense and said, hey, look, how can I get a pair of these shoes? And he's like, oh, we don't do them anymore. It's like, well, I think I got a pair of Chris's old ones and then duct taped the things together just so I could use that rubber. And then as soon as I presented, well, I think once that pair of shoes fell apart, I think Jeff even took it to 510 and said, look, this is how much this is what this is worth. And so then they started producing the shoes, and I think that's when the whole craze about 510 just took off. So I'd actually put my hand up and give myself a little bit of praise for that, myself and Kovarik, of course, but I give myself a little praise because we started all that. Like we found that perfect rubber, and now it's just gone through the roof. So
yeah, well,
yeah, I'm happy to have that long-term relationship with them. It's been great, and cheers to Laura too. She's been excellent. Yeah, I just want to say to all my fans out there that I haven't gone far, and sorry I deserted you guys for a little while there, but occasionally you need to have a bit of downtime and just think about yourself. And I'm just glad that I'm back in the scene now. I'm back on my bike and having fun, and I just can't wait to see everyone again. Just let everyone know I'm still here, and yeah, hopefully everyone's up to date after this interview of what's been going on in my life. So see you through the traps.
He's creepy, eh?